Paraphernalia in different colors. Blue bags. Paraphernalia in different colors. Red bags. Paraphernalia in different colors. Green bags. Paraphernalia in different colors. Clear bags. Paraphernalia in different colors. Black bags. Paraphernalia in different colors. Yellow bags. Paraphernalia in different colors. Orange bags. Paraphernalia in different colors. Purple bags. The feds can't touch me. They only found a bunch of paraphernalia.
And I wanted to tell this whole story, you know what I'm saying? Because if I didn't tell this story, nobody wouldn't know what the fuck had happened. You know what I'm saying? So me, G-Rod, the whole team, you know what I'm saying? And I thought they found the founder, you know what I'm saying? But you know, all that's over with, you know what I'm saying? We here today to talk about it and tell these stories, but yeah, stay out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them streets. That shit dead. It's over with. Real shit. Yeah, beating the shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a true story. You know what I'm saying? About the $10 million worth of paraphernalia and shit with all the different colors. So, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. Always make a song completely. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing music, make sure you put your heart into it. Make sure you ain't talking no fake phony shit and making no shit up out here. You know what I'm saying? Because the people gonna be able to feel you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna know if it's real or not. But yeah, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? With that story and through it and see how everybody take this shit for granted. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get in the streets and get out of the streets. I thought that was the main goal. It seemed like to me, everybody else had a different goal. So if your goal is not to get in the streets, to find a better way, then just don't do it. Because you'll end up looking over your shoulder for life, and your mind will be somewhere where you can't get your mind back from. You know what I'm saying? I don't glorify this shit, and truthfully, I'm talking about this kind of stuff because I'm damaged. You know what I'm saying? That day when they found all that paraphernalia, I thought they found some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I thought they found other stuff. I said, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? It was like a street like this. You know what I'm saying? So I walked up to the nigga car. Boom, serve him and shit. And after that, that's when I walked off and shit. And when I walked off, they ain't know where I went because I went through a couple cuts and I always watch behind me, and where I went at, you can't see me, but if you go back there, you'll see shit. You know what I'm saying? If you watch me go back there, you'll see some shit, but and if you like the police, you'll go back there searching and shit. It's not good for nobody to be out here that never been in the streets before. You never been in the streets before, you know, and you just want to jump out there and you want to. It's not for everybody. It's not. You know what I'm saying? They like 100 deep. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? They got me, but I ain't got shit on me. So I ain't thinking it was the motherfucker who I served. You know what I'm saying? On no bullshit. He switched over to confidential informant. But in my paperwork, it said that I served the detective. You know what I'm saying? It said that I served the detective in my shit. But I know that wasn't no detective. When the detective who they said came back who I served, it was a no-go. So they was looking for shit all around the motherfucker. So the crazy part about this story is, you know what I'm saying, my last name Jackson. So my man and them live, 5 houses down from me, and they the Jackson residents. But I'm the only person in my house named Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, me and my brothers got different fathers and shit like that. So I'm Jackson. So they like, what's your last name? The whole time they investigating my man's house. I ain't know. So they like, yeah, they like, he said his last name Jackson.
So they try to take me to they like, yeah, he living there too, but they point to my man in them house. So they point to my man in them house, real shit. Rest in peace to my man D-Block, you know what I'm saying? Elaine Jackson and shit, he just died the other day. I was gonna have him to tell this story to y'all what the fuck happened, so, you know what I'm saying? God rest D-Block's soul, man. So boom, they grabbed me, they like, yeah, his last name Jackson and shit. So I'm like, they get to take me over to his house. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I don't live in there. I'm like, I don't live there. I'm like, I live right there. My ID said I live right there. They like, no. They like, just come over here because, you know what I'm saying? They like, just come over here because we need to see something. They like, we ain't got nothing on you. We gonna let you go. So I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm young as shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. So I go, I let them take me up in there and shit. They take me up in there, they searching. They don't find nothing, nowhere. When they grabbed me, they said that I served the undercover. So you know what I'm saying? They looking for the marked money and shit. So while they looking for the marked money and shit, that's the only way they can attach me to it because they didn't have no surveillance. They was just hoping that the marked money was gonna get me. So I ain't had nothing on me when they grabbed me. So the whole time, I'm like, man, look, y'all got me in here. Y'all said when y'all check me, y'all, I don't got nothing. Y'all gonna let me go. They like, no, we can't let you go. They like, we found a whole bunch of paraphernalia in this house, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, the Jackson residents been investigated and shit. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, y'all found a whole bunch of paraphernalia. They like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, so I'm like, y'all got paraphernalia. I'm like, what the fuck y'all? They like, we gonna find what we looking for. They like, we don't find it. They like, if it take all day and all night, in an hour or two, whatever. They say, we gonna find it. So, man, time go by. They searching and shit. They searching everywhere. They searching up and down the block. The whole block. They checking trash cans. They checking all kinds of shit. They ain't find shit yet. So they came back again like, they like, just sit right here for a minute. So they sit me on the chair and shit. By this time, people coming home and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Miss Betty and all them came home. They house getting raided, you know what I'm saying? Everybody think it's my fault, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I'm telling them like, they said they was coming to this house and they grabbed me anyway and said my last name was Jackson, so they brought me in here. So you know what I'm saying? My homegirl Marty and shit, Marcella, she coming at motherfucker. This is a true story. She coming there like, she like, bitch, you got my house raided. She like, I told your stupid ass stop selling drugs. So the police letting her talk to me any kind of way like she and that bitch taught me. I'm like, damn. I'm like, you saying too much. I'm like, they don't even got nothing. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, chill. She like, no. She like, bitch, you got my house raided. So I didn't get their house raided. So the whole time she was working at A&W, she got chili and cheese hot dog in her hand and shit. So this motherfucker, this bitch throw the hot dog at me. Boom, while I'm sitting right there, the police ain't do nothing. I ducked the hot dog and shit. So I started laughing after she threw the hot dog. So that really made her mad and shit. So she got up and came over that motherfucker and shit. They let her get in my face like talking shit. She got in my face like, oh, you think it's funny, bitch? Wow, she smacked the shit out of me in there. She smacked the shit out of me and shit. And they thought it was funny. Like, they ain't do nothing. I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm like, I'm pressing charges. Lock our ass up. So they tell me like, no, you gotta go downtown and press charges and all this goofy shit. So it fucked me up that they did me like that. So she's still standing right there like, so I kick her like I'm close enough to kick her. Boom. So they just, everybody hop up, jump on me and shit. They come rough me all up and shit. So they end up taking me out and shit. They end up taking me to the station. So they come and say, what do you know about all this paraphernalia? I'm like, I don't know nothing about no paraphernalia. So these motherfuckers, they hit my shed. You know what I'm saying? Some people had hit a lick back in the day. I ain't gonna say where. And I got my hands on like $10 million worth of paraphernalia. And when you think about 12 A's and 10 skinnies, you know what I'm saying? it's not what y'all thinking when you say $10 million worth of paraphernalia. It was 50 boxes, like U-Haul boxes. So we had them stashed in somebody's backyard. You know what I'm saying? I was walking up there constantly when I was bagging up. You know what I'm saying? But it was nothing there. Like, I'm smart as shit. It was nothing there but just the bags. You know what I'm saying? So we had like 10 boxes of blue bags, 12 A's. You know what I'm saying? We had like 10 boxes of the yellows. We had like 50 box, it was like 50 boxes total. We had like 5 boxes of the reds. You know what I'm saying? The 10 skinnies and shit. So we had shit to bag up with. Like, every time niggas needed bags, they'd just be like, yo, can you go around your man who got bags at the dollar store? You know, I meant the dollar bags and shit, because I was selling them for $1. So niggas was buying hella bags from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hella bags from me. Like, but they got the bags and shit, but they couldn't lock me up for nothing and charge me with nothing, because all they had was the paraphernalia. But they did say that they got me, you know what I'm saying, with the serving the detective and shit. I ended up beating that because they didn't have no marked money or nothing, and they didn't have no surveillance, like no pictures and shit like that. So I didn't get charged for nothing outside of, you know what I'm saying, what they said that I did. Even though the paraphernalia and all that was a part of the case, you know what I'm saying, they scratched it. But I'm just saying, like, the streets is so fucked up that when you telling stories like this, like, it's no way in hell that you can do that type of shit no more, because it seemed like it's more snitches, police, fake niggas and all that more than it is real niggas.